Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. 'Tis the season, summer is done, and we're going into winter. Yesterday we got some snow. It sticked for a little bit, and it's going away now. It's starting to warm up again this coming week. But we're close. So, you know what that means. Change of seasons, change of things to do and get ready. Things like my packs, foot keepers, stop me from falling. That's always a good thing at my age. And some gloves and things that I'm adding to my packs because it is winter. And in Minnesota, it gets a wee diddly chilly. So you need to make sure you have all the stuff you need. Anyway, what I'm doing now is, if you watch my videos, on a regular basis, I was up north with Eddie from work at his property up there, and we went up there and spent a couple of days up there while he got his deer stands together for the start of hunting season. And now that I'm back here, I need to go through some stuff, and one of the things I need to do was we used my axe, this guy, a thing of beauty, my Trail Boss from Condor. And I love this thing. It's the right size for me. It's not too big, not too small, and does all the tasks that I normally do. So we were using it to split wood and things like that. We were practicing some bushcraft skills with these kids. Somewhere along the line, I chipped the tip of the blade, and I was just cleaning that up now with my little hockey puck, a little bit rough, and then some smooth it off. And of course, keeping that angle is kind of important. And for me, I'm not very good at this, and I need more practice. So this is a good time for me to get that practice in. Not only am I working on this, I'm actually done with this guy. It's looking pretty good right now. So I'll put my protector back on, and of course the blade's protector back on. Something I've got to do, you can see here, the protection of the shaft on the handle. You can see I've been whacking things with it, so I'm going to need to put some oil on there and some leather oil and get that all fixed up. It's not going to repair it, but it'll keep it soft enough so it doesn't crack and that sort of thing. These are the things I do at the change of every season. Any knives that I've been using on a more heavier basis, I'm going to be just touching up the edges on them. Like my Condor. Yeah, it's a Condor. I love this knife. It's a bushcraft knife. It is the Condor Bush Law. I carry it on my bushcraft backpack for my day trips and anything like that. And it needs to be cleaned up and just sharpened a little bit. It's getting a little dull. Was using it the same thing that weekend that we're up there, and I need to get these things done. Clean the blade a little bit, just clean it off. And the handle is doing just fine. Doesn't need any oil, but if it did, I'd use some of this stuff, linseed oil. Great stuff for wood stuff, especially your axe handles and things like that. If you take the covering off it that you get from the manufacturer, you want to oil them on a regular basis. You give it a good thick oiling at the beginning when you first get it, and then when you're done, you go to maybe a once a year thing where you just give it a little coating and make sure it's good. It stops it from cracking, gives you a better grip on bare wood. It really works well. That was the first thing I noticed. You didn't get any slippage or anything like that. It's a natural thing. And it brings out the wood and everything like that. So if you're not doing that, you might want to do that with your wood stuff. And of course, looking after the leather sheaths and everything. So that's what I'm doing now. So I thought I'd share that with you. I'm going to put my puck away. I don't need it anymore. I'm done with the axe. I only use this for the axe. So I have my workshop system that I use for the knives. For me, I need that sort of thing. I can't just freehand it and sharpen knives. I'm just not good enough. Don't do it enough. You'd think with all the knives that I own, I would be. Not so much. So I'm going to do that. I'll show you how that thing works real quick. If you haven't seen it before, works great for me. I like the workshop stuff. And this worked for me, especially for when you have a real major curve on your blade. And that's the problem I have freehanding it, is getting that movement that you need to sharpen the whole blade to back, and the workshop works for me that way. So here it is, my workshop system. and this is the one I have. Works great for me. It's this guy here, and the nice thing about this is this rocking motion, and that's for the curved blade. You can just go literally straight across it like that, and as this rocks, so it catches the curve and you get a nice clean sweep across a curved blade. If you don't have a curved blade and you want to just do it right, you can lock it in and it stays nice and solid, doesn't move anymore. And you have your different sharpening blades. You also have your most common angles, 17 and 20. So you would put the knife on like this, choose your angle, and then you just simply go across like that, and it'll either tip or not depending on how you do it. Works great for me. Once your knives are sharp and they come from the factory, and then you look after them, you do it on a regular basis, it just takes a couple of swipes to get it back to where it needs to be on the fine setting. Unless you've chipped it or something, then you might want to go rough and then go to the fine setting to get rid of the chip, and then sharpen it up. Don't forget to choose your degrees. It's kind of important. Which ones? I have to look it up every time I do a knife. So let me do that quickly. So I have my Opinon number 8 here. As I've always said, I've abused this thing. It is the carbon steel blade, and I use it at work, and I was using it for just about everything you can think of. And unfortunately, you can see what's happened here. Hopefully you can see that. The blade's getting a little pitted and everything, and the reason for that is I didn't clean it properly after every use. So there's a tip. It hasn't really affected the performance of the knife. It still sharpens just fine. The blade just doesn't look very nice. Doesn't look all nice, and it's a little pitted, but it still works great for me. I love this little knife. It really, they're great little knives. So I'm just going to touch it up a little bit here. It just needs a bit of a touch up, and then it'll be good again. You can see there, just great. No problem there with slicing the paper. One of the reasons is that they design these things to be more of a food prep knife, really. I think is what they really designed it for. Hopefully, it'll last me a long time. Opinon number 8. Love this guy. I've got me a little sheath for it, so don't need to oil the sheath. It's in good condition, so it's nice and soft and pliable. The other one I have, and this is fast becoming one of my favorites, is this guy. And this is the Antonini Old Bear, and you can see it looks just similar to the Opinon style. It's the European style. Probably seen the videos. I've been using it a lot, and this is a stainless steel blade, and I believe it's German stainless steel. What it is exactly, I'm not sure, but it works great, and it is a nice little knife, and needs a bit of a touch-up. So and just slide it across like that. You don't have to worry about the curve at the tip, because if you watch, I don't straight across here, you'll see that. Just something me and my freehand skills are just not that great at. See that? So there we go. Let's see if that's got it a little better. You can see there. Nice. Same thing, just like the Opinon. Nice thin blade. Keeps a really fine edge. This is stainless steel and this is the old Bear. You can see it there. Like this knife, and it has a different locking mechanism for the blade. Works really nice. So there you go. Some quick chores done on my blades, my sharp and shiny things. Updated there, got some other stuff to do. So remember, change of seasons. Make sure you update all your gizmos and goodies, and of course your packs, what you're packing in them, clothing, that sort of thing, and your possibles pouches to make for the change of season. It's getting a little chilly. What can I say? Let me think. Like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again soon. Something else for you to check it out. It's a reminder video, change of seasons. Just letting you know, making sure you're up to date on everything. And hopefully I can get out and use my changes. Comments below. You know how that works. Just saying. Thanks for watching. And you all be safe out there and stay warm. See you again soon.